Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Became Insanely Strong? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now what I mean by insanely strong is, well, he's gonna forge his own path, not learn any shinobi arts or whatsoever, and that is all I'm gonna spoil. Rest of it you gotta watch in the short movie, and I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 8 years after the Kyuubi attack. Currently inside the Hokage office were two persons present. One of them was the Hokage himself, Hiruzen Sarutobi, and the other one was 8-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, who had a sad and shocked expression on his face because Hiruzen has just delivered the most devastating news he could hear. What do you mean I can't go to the Shinobi Academy, Gigi? Did I do something wrong? No, Naruto. It's the council. They have involved the daimyo and made sure they pass a law which allows them to ban you from studying shinobi arts. They have deemed you dangerous because of what? Hiruzen hesitated, knowing this that if he told the truth to Naruto, he might break the boy. But he had no other choice, because Naruto was forbidden to learn the ninjutsu and shinobi arts. As he then said, because you are the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, Naruto. What? What does that mean? I don't understand that. That means that you are someone who has the Kyuubi sealed within him. But that doesn't make any sense. You and everyone else told me that the Kyuubi was killed. A Biju cannot be killed, Naruto. Nobody can do that. The fourth Hokage knew that even he can't. So he picked someone who he trusted. That was you. I don't understand that. Why would he pick me? Anyone, but why me? Because you are his son. And he believed in you. As Naruto's eyes widened, as Hiruzen then walked over to him and placed a hand onto his shoulder. Look, Naruto, I am sorry that it has come to this, but seems to me that you are forbidden to entering even the parameters of the Shinobi Academy, and let alone touch any shinobi material. You can start a normal life. Look at the bright side. You don't have to fight any wars. You don't have to fight any battles. As Naruto was a bit stunned as he decided to leave towards his home. While he walked, he heard people snickering, laughing looking at his face, because it seems to him that everyone was already aware of this situation. Naruto ignored them as he usually did and arrived at his apartment. Once he was inside, he let out a sigh and then tears. He had been looking forward to this. This had been his life goal and dream, to become the Hokage by becoming the best shinobi out there, and now it was seemingly slipping through his hands because he was banned. The whole Konoha, it seems to him, has banded together to make sure that he doesn't achieve his dream. Naruto laid down on his bed because this was too much. He found out why people hated him, and on top of all that, he found out who his parents were, which nobody was aside from him aware of. As Naruto laid down on his bed, he began to cry, thinking what he had done to deserve this, and while thinking along the lines of that, he drifted to a sleep, only for him to be woken up in a lap of someone. And that was a woman with red hair. Who are you? Said Naruto, waking up and instantly pulling away. Don't worry, son. I am someone you should know about. I am your mother after all. Naruto's eyes widened. Is this a dream? This is your mind space, Naruto, where I left a part of my soul alongside your father. I've seen how conflicted you were and I couldn't hold back. Why didn't you show yourself before? We had little chakra, Naruto, so only in emergency we were allowed to use it. We know what you have gone through. Your father is preserving his for the time in need. But I'm here to tell you that you should not give up. What's the point? I mean, I'm not even allowed to become a shinobi, let alone train. How am I gonna beat them? How am I gonna prove them wrong? You can, because you are my son. You will find your own way, create your own path. If they deny you their training and teachings, make your own from ground up. Work, train, build yourself. Never give up. Because one door closes, another one opens. Remember that, Naruto. Kushina gave him quite a speech as Naruto felt motivated. As then, the question came, but how will he train? What was he supposed to do? Train your body first. Pick that aspect because your body is your ultimate weapon alongside your mind. That is the most basic of the basic things in the Uzumaki clan. The people who created this taijutsu, ninjutsu, and so on, they experimented. They were the ones who were called fools. They were the ones at one point who were seen as idiots. But they proved the world wrong and now the world follows their teachings. Their creations. Create your own path, Naruto. If the world blocks the one that was chosen for you, then you create your own. I am proud to be your mother, and I always will love you, and still do. But I won't watch my son give up because of some ignorant bastards who think they can get away doing whatever they please. Don't let them win this, son. Because I never did, and I sure as hell know you will not either. As after that, Kushina hugged her son. As her time came, she told him she would be proud no matter what he does in the future. And then, she left. Naruto woke up, and there was a knock on the door. Naruto went there, while still looking a bit drowsy and sleepy, because to him it was more than a dream, because it was too real. Opening the door, he saw that it was Hirusa Sarutobi who was standing there, and he looked a bit sad as well. Are you sure you're okay, Naruto? I mean, I dropped by to check up on you, and I brought some ramen. I'm fine, it's just, I was a bit exhausted. But thanks, said Naruto with a small smile on his face, because I know now what I need to do. What do you mean by that, Naruto? If you won't allow me to train in the shinobi arts, I'll create my own from ground up. I'll train myself. I'll become insanely strong that everyone will be shocked. Hiruzen was shocked to see this motivation and fire in Naruto's eyes. And he knew that Naruto would not stop no matter what. So he sighed and said what he said. I will allow you to train until the shinobi graduation. If you are able to fight the Rookie of the Year, you might get a headband. And so, with that promise, Naruto was ready, while Hiruzen returned and called for a council meeting, and immediately put his perspective and bet, as others laughed and mocked him, but in the end they agreed upon it with confidence. On the other side, Naruto knew what he had to do. He had to increase his strength, became insanely strong. So, he began to go on a run across the whole konoha. He began to do push-ups, pull-ups on tree branches, and would train using the rocks. While he did this for a month with regular intensity, without taking any day off, with consistency, a person watched from afar. A person who had gone through his own trauma-like experience. Might Guy. You know, that boy, he has quite a lot of will of fire. I heard he got banned from becoming a shinobi, and yet here he is trying to fight and carve his way out. Isn't that kind of dangerous, Kai-sensei? Said Lee, who was next to him. Of course it is. But as with that guy smiled, the most brightest one, but that is what makes him the most youthful out of all of us, Lee, because he denies their claims and still fights for his own way. But all he need is a little bit of guidance. And so Might Guy and Rock Lee arrived. As Naruto, who was covered in sweat from head to toe, looked towards them. What? Who are you? Relax there, young one. My name is Might Guy, and this is Rock Lee, my student. Hello, Naruto. Nice to meet you. You know about me? Everyone in Konoha knows about you, kid. The one who challenged the council. Oh, so it became quite popular, huh? Yes. Konoha is betting against you. as Naruto became serious. As Gaiden said, "But I'm not." "Why?" "Because I see in you what I have gone through, what my father gone through. You see, I was born with little to no chakra, same could be said for my father, but I became the strongest taijutsu master in Konoha by the art my father created, the 8 inner gates. I don't need your help. I want to find my own strength. I am proud that you think this way, and that is why I'm not going to teach you my method, but give you some pointers." "Really?" "Yes, and trainings that will allow you to increase your strength." And so Naruto accepted that. And with that, Guy brought out the next day a lot of his old weights, which were quite heavy, even for someone like Lee. "You will be using them to train. This is a storage scroll. After you're done, you can place them within and take them home with you. You train here, right?" "Yes." "Good. Whenever you need help, I will be watching every Friday, and I will make sure to guide you." "Thank you, Guy-sensei." "Alright, kid. Best of luck." With that, he left with Lee on training, who was also fired up to see just how far Naruto would go. Naruto looked towards the 2 dumbbells that were there. They were quite heavy, as Naruto literally lifted them up with quite a bit of strength, and after doing so, he began to walk. It was hard, and he was already sweating, but he walked in the afternoon until it was evening. And he continued on with training, push-ups, and curls, and also bench presses. Slowly but surely, at the age of 12, Naruto had gained more muscle mass, as well as hardened his muscles by training by punching trees, stumps, as well as rocks. He was creating his own mixed martial arts form, with kicks, grabs, grapple, and also punches. But that is when Naruto discovered that he could do more. Because he was able to unlock chakra early on, he decided to use chakra differently. Instead of it being channeled in the form of an element, how about it channeled into the densest form of its own pure self through his fists, leg, and body? And so, Naruto focused, closing his eyes, pushing his chakra coils and nervous system to course chakra in its densest form through its whole form. Steam began to rise from Naruto's body as Guy, who was watching this from afar with Lee, immediately stood up with wide eyes. Is that inner gates? Guy-sensei, no. That is not a gate. That is something else. A suddenly huge burst of chakra was released as Naruto found himself being covered in a dense blue layer. As suddenly Naruto charged forward as his foot dug into the ground, literally ripping the earth and grass apart, and he punched the tree, literally ripping it from the very roots that had spread it across the whole field, as it shattered where the punch had impacted as well. Naruto stood there, looking at his punch with wide eyes. It seems to me you might have discovered your own true strength, Naruto. Now all you have to do is hone it and increase it. Naruto turned around to find that Guy was standing there. I'm proud of you. And how about you test it against Lee, who is able to use the first gate? If that is okay. As Lee and Naruto begin to fight, Naruto, who was developing still his own fighting style, was able to block most of the hits but got hit badly, until Naruto was able to mix his own martial arts. So far he has trained against an unmovable enemy, his own imagination, but now that he was fighting someone who was on his same caliber and even more, he knew just how many flaws his styles had. And so Naruto grabbed a kick that Lee was delivering by his hand and yanked him towards himself by punching him into the chest, sending him flying towards a tree. As Lee face vaulted to the ground, coughing, Naruto stood there in a stance as Gaiden said, Impressive. You're finally grasping your own style, Naruto. It comes to you in the form of an instinct. In an instinct? What do you mean by that, sensei? It means that the style you have created, it hasn't had any form. It's brutal and violent, and only the best option for you, because this is the most unpredictable style ever. Anything could happen at any time. For instance, as the Guy immediately bolted into action, as Naruto immediately was able to block a few hits before Naruto saw an opening and grabbed the inner thighs of Guy, and then rotated him and slammed him face first to the ground in a body slam. As Guy woke up, Naruto then said, I'm sorry, Sensei, it's alright, Naruto. It's like I said, you have instincts to fight and defend yourself, and your violent, unpredictable style allows you to do that. You're more of a brawler than a fighter, and it works in your favor. But not in every sense and case, so you have to be careful. And that chakra thing that you did, you need to make sure that you hone that skill, because that is going to be your biggest advantage against the shinobis out there. Thank you, Guy-sensei. You only have an year left before the Genin exams, so be prepared. Yes, and next time I won't lose, Naruto, said Lee. I'm looking forward to that, Lee. With that, Guy and Lee left. While far inside the Hokage office, Hiruzen was both impressed, a bit shocked, and happy to see just how far Naruto had progressed. Because even if Guy was going easy, it was not that easy to deal with Guy even in his base form. And yet Naruto was able to literally land a hit while Guy was attacking, which not even many Jonis were able to do now. As a person standing behind next to the window with long silver hair then smirked and said, I gotta admit, Sensei, for once you have done a miracle, because your strategy worked. It isn't a miracle, and it's not my strategy, Jiraiya. It's Naruto's own hard work that has made him this strong. Yeah, the kid is insanely strong, but how will he fare against the Uchiha, who is the Rookie of the Year in the Academy? That is something I wish to see myself. And that chakra thing, I must admit, coursing your whole body with forceful, dense chakra from your core directly, it is quite nuts, but I have to admit, quite good as well. And so, both of them laughed, and finally the time came when it was to test their might. A year later, Naruto stood. He took off his top and as well as his shinobi boots. There were bandages tied to his feet and to his wrists. As Naruto got into a fighter stance, both of the arms in front and his eyes focused. Are you sure you're in a stance? Said one of them in the Genins, mocking Naruto. As Naruto didn't pay them attention, as Iruka then said, Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready, Sasuke? Sasuke nodded, and then Sasuke immediately casted a fireball jutsu, which Naruto had to roll over to dodge, and then, taking his chance, he leapt, literally as fast as he could. His legs would allow, and then a fist connected to Sasuke's jaw, causing his teeth to literally blow out of his mouth and hit Sakura into the middle of the forehead. As Sakura passed out, and so did Sasuke. With a single punch, the prodigy of the ninjutsu and mighty Uchiha elite was knocked to the ground by someone who hasn't even been trained in the shinobi arts and has been self-taught for the longest time. Guy, seeing this, smiled, knowing fully well that Naruto's physical strength training has worked out, because now he had much more toner body and was a proper fighter. As Iruka and the others were shocked, the council was even shocked and even demanded that they should have a rematch. The boy obviously cheated Hiruzen. There has to be someone who was helping him. No one was helping him. I made sure that Guy was watching over him, and Guy himself can state that there was no help given. Yes, there was nothing that could have teach him this. He himself taught himself this. It's his instincts. I tried myself to land a hit on him in my base form, and he was able to land a hit on me in reverse, causing me to slam onto the ground. A slam on you? Kai-sensei? Said someone like Neji Hyuga, who was shocked, because he always believed in fate, and in his eyes Naruto's fate was that of someone who was fighting a tsunami, which was futile. And yet it seems to me Naruto was bending the will of water itself, of fate. As Neji's eyes narrowed, as he then said, I am the previous year's Rookie of the Year, and I want to fight him in a sparring session. Neji, no. Is it alright, Kai-sensei, if I do? No, Naruto. I wish to fight. Hokage-sama, with all due respect, allow me to put this trash in his place. His fate has been decided, that he is nothing more than a waste of space. and he has no place amongst us, the elite of the elites. As Naruto's eyes narrowed, as he then said, "Is that what you believe in, huh?" "Yes." "Come, then show me. Elite style of yours, Neji." As with that, Neji jumped in, and then got into a weird stance as he then said, "Allow me to show you the elite fighting style of the elites. With my Byakugan 360-degree vision and my Juken style, I would shut down your chakra nervous systems before you can even react." As Naruto was able to block most of the hits as the match began, but he was taking heavy damage and was being pushed back until he saw the openings. His left hand strike. It's quite slow. Naruto moved in, dodging few of the strikes, and literally delivered a punch into the left side of the ribs, causing Neji to be lifted up a few centimeters from the ground as Neji coughed. His Juken strike stopped as Naruto then delivered the other punch to his face, knocking him out with 2 punches alone. As Naruto stood there, his forearms had a lot of damage from the Juken strikes and his hands were shaking, but he had taken down Neji. "Are you okay, Naruto?" "Nothing much, I guess. Just a few Juken strikes. I will toughen it out." "No. Those might form clots in your body." "No, they won't." As Naruto then closed his eyes, a literal purest form of chakra erupted, surrounding him, as the purple markings that were forming where the Juken strikes had struck on his forearms began to fade away, and now the clots were removed from within, forcefully. As Naruto then said, "There, how better?" "How did you..." "I kind of hurted myself and did this. Turns out chakra can heal as well." As a medic watching by then said, "Impressive. It is a theory, I believe, but every medical chakra is actually just chakra that we're using to heal wounds. Because we channel the same thing, but only through our hands. What Naruto has done is him channeling it all over his body." "That is impressive." Now the council's mouth was shut closed tightly, while on the other side, Hiruzen smiled. "I believe we had a bet. And Naruto obviously has won. Not against this year's rookie, but the previous years as well. And not to brag, but only with a few strikes, while they were using ninjutsu. It's obvious to us that the boy is insanely strong and is in complete sound mind and control of his powers. So why don't we make him a shinobi? He cannot be a shinobi. We have passed a law. He will never be allowed to be a shinobi. Get it? He will not wear Konoha's headband. Then I swear upon my father's name that I will never wear it again, and my clan's name." "You? A clan? Is this boy delusional? You wear the symbol of my clan on each and every Jonin vest and Chunin vest. The red swirl. It represents my clan. I am Naruto Uzumaki, the last of the Uzumaki clan members. My mother was Kushina Uzumaki, and I will not tolerate this insult against my clan any longer." "Wait, it can't be," said Shikaku Nara as he stood up. You're Minato's son?" As Naruto nodded. "It all makes sense now." "What are you talking about, Shikaku?" said some of the clan heads, as the other council was also interested. "Think about it. He has blonde hair, blue eyes, face that resembles a bit of Kushina when she was younger. Tsunami, I thought you would be able to notice, since she was your best friend." As Tsunami noticed, for the first time, "It makes sense." And that is when dread filled within her voice. "It can't be. Kushina was the Jinchuriki and she died when the Kyuubi broke free." "She didn't," said Hiruzen. "Both Minato and Kushina were there on the battlefield. Minato used his own body as a shield against his son, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." "Why was he kept a secret then?" "He was kept a secret because he needed to be protected from the enemies of his parents, but I forgot that there might be enemies within that might try to abuse their powers." As they all felt sad. Afterwards, Naruto then said, "I still am adamant on my words. I will not wear Konoha's headband ever again. My father might have been a hero to you, but the disrespect that you have caused towards them in their death and to my clan, I will never wear that badge again." As with that, Naruto bowed in respect and began to leave towards his apartment. Hiruzen stood there, a bit proud and yet a bit sad, realizing that Naruto had changed, became someone who had a code of his own and would stand by his word no matter what. Konoha had denied a boy his dream, and that boy had changed completely after that refusal, forging his own path. Nobody knew how he got the ambition or even this motivation from, but one thing was for certain: he was making a change. While back in there, civilians begin to argue that it must be a joke or it must be something that was seriously wrong. But Hiruzen silenced them, saying that he himself witnessed this, and nobody would deny this to the Hokage. Now everyone realized that the biggest problem was that Naruto had himself denounced his Konoha's heritage, and people were shocked. The civilians, the word spread amongst them, and immediately people were asking the same question. Why isn't the boy allowed to be in the shinobi forces? He should be given all the scrolls and everything. But Naruto, he saw the hypocrisy. These people were laughing when he was kicked out, when he was denied, and now they were the ones taking his side, wanting to get in his good graces or something. And Naruto would never allow them to get their satisfaction. Naruto had done packing his stuff and now was thinking where he should leave until he saw someone looking towards him through his window. "Hey kid, mind talking with me for a bit? Who the hell are you?" "I'm someone your father knew more closely. I'm Jiraiya, someone who trained Lord Fourth and your father. The one who sent you the toad wallet as a gift." "Wait, you sent me Kama-chan?" "Yes, you named it." "That's kind of cute." Naruto had a bit of blush on his face as he arrived and opened the door. Once Jiraiya was inside, he looked towards the small apartment and said, "Nice place you got. What do you want?" "I am your godfather, kid. You can be a bit more, calm with me. You haven't been in my life for the past 13 years, so yes, I am as calm as I need to be." "What do you want?" "Geez, fine. Look, are you sure you want to do this? Because outside there will be a lot of enemies chasing after you." "Is that a threat?" "I'm not threatening you, kid. I'm just giving you the clear picture. As you are, you might be able to survive a few battles, but after that, what do you think will happen?" "I will find a way." "No, you won't." "So what do you suggest? That I stay here in a place where everyone hates me? I have denounced them. I've said it to their face that now I don't want their badge. Because I won't tolerate this disrespect. I've worked too hard for this. I know. And I am also stopping you because of your ego. You are going to let it all be destroyed. You're gonna come with me to Mount Miyaboku and train there, honing this skill of yours, because the toads would be eccentric and excited. I'm not following in my father's or your footsteps." "Seriously?" "Yes. If anything, then I will follow in my own footsteps, building my own strength." Hiruzen was right, Jiraiya thought to himself, because for the first time he was meeting someone who was equally stubborn as Kushina was. You can give your own mother a run for her money when it comes to stubbornness. Like I said, it runs in the blood. I'm not going with you. "Fine, you don't have to. Then take this generic scroll. It's a summoning scroll that will summon the best clan suitable for you. I hope you find someone like that. Good luck out there, kid. And if you need help, you know how to contact me." As Jiraiya gave him a card. "What is this?" "It's a seal. Once you place it on the ground, it will reverse summon me back to where you are. And you can use it anytime and every time you want." "Thanks. I'll keep it close to me, I guess. Take care of yourself, kid. And remember, summon me every now and then. I wish to look upon your progress and all that." With that, Naruto grabbed his stuff and began to walk towards the front gates. When he arrived there, the people were beginning to gather. "Is he seriously leaving? I can't believe I'm saying this, but we have to stop him. He's insane." These were the thoughts and words of people, but Naruto wasn't going to stop. He had made his decision, and he was going to stand by it. And so, Naruto delivered the key to his apartment to the front gate guard. "Izuma-san, can you do me a favor and deliver this to the Hokage once your duty is off?" Sure thing, kid, but are you sure you're going to leave? I mean, you can become a shinobi now. I don't want to. They made a mockery out of my clan and me. And my own self-respect won't allow this because I built myself from the ground up. And I won't allow anyone to tear it down and insult me like this. And with that, Naruto left. He traveled for a week or so far away from the Konoha and the Landified territories into the neutral ones. And there, while training into the forest, he decided to use the summoning scroll. And what he summoned was shocking. He summoned Silverback Gorilla Clan, as a huge gorilla appeared there with a silverback. Did you summon me? Who are you? I'm Mokuto. Mokuto? Yes. Did you summon me? Yes, I did. Then it is a challenge of strength, I guess. Strength? Yes. If you are able to beat me or survive me for 1 minute, I will allow you to become my summoner. It's on then, said Naruto, who had literally much more faith in his own skills. But he did not know that fighting a silverback gorilla was a bad idea. When the fight began, the silverback literally delivered a devastating punch to Naruto's forearms, causing them to go numb. What the? You think we silverbacks don't have any strength and just look big for show, kid? Our each punch pack enough strength that it can literally knock out an elephant if it has to. Naruto realized that this might be quite dangerous, but he knew he had to use his brain and body. So, he literally gathered chakra around him, causing the numbness to go away. Oh, flashy tricks, huh? Nice, kid. Show me what you can do. As Naruto charged forward, they clashed, fist to fist, as the huge silverback known as Mokuto began to smile. This is it. Show me more of your strength. And that is when Naruto tried to deliver a jumping kick, Mokuto catch his leg and began to slam him left and right as Naruto was on the ground. As Mokuto stopped, that's a minute. Seems to me that you lack strength, kid. It was a good warm-up. As Naruto then began to get up with shaky feet. I'm not done yet. Mokuto-san, come at me, said Naruto as his whole body ached and he still got up, putting his fist back up together. Mokuto smiled. Impressive. I gotta hand it to you, kid. Not many people after this much of beating are left breathing, let alone standing up like you. I'm impressed. Consider you self to be a part of my clan. Really? Yes. Now you need to train under me to become strong as me. I'm more than honored to. Yeah? We'll see about that. As the next day when Naruto was covered in bandages, Mokuto literally was standing on top of a huge boulder, chasing Naruto with it. What are you trying to do, crush me? This is your strength training. Try to avoid me as much as you can. While doing that, he literally picked up 3 branches and like using them as a spear, began to throw them towards Naruto. What the? You're trying to impale me now. This is your training. Use your instincts to dodge. You have to. And your stamina needs to increase. Come on. Fight! Fight back! As Naruto for the first few weeks literally just did that, running away, trying to come up with a way to fight, until one day he gathered his chakra around, stopped and turned around and using both of his hands, stopped the boulder as his feet dug into the ground, pushing him back again and again. The veins on all of his body began to pop as Naruto let out a scream. I won't back down! As the chakra pulse went through his palms, as cracks appeared with blue glow before destroying it, as Mokuto fell down to the ground. Mokuto-san, I'm good, kid. Finally, you fight like a silverback. Instead of running away, you face it, like a true gorilla should. Really? Yes. Now that you have achieved the first level, it's time for the brutal punch training, said Mokuto, cracking his knuckles. As after that, each and every evening Naruto was covered from head to toe in bruises, as Mokuto would sit down next to him, using his own chakra to heal him. You're still lacking strength, boy. You need to eat a lot more fruits and a lot more protein. So eat as much as you can. If I did, then I will get fat. No, you won't. After the training I put you through, the only thing you will gain is muscle mass. Nothing else. And true to the words, for the next whole year that Naruto trained under Mokuto-san, he gained more and more muscle mass. He was now a bit taller, muscular, and proper built. He had veins surrounding his body, and clear cuts visible on each and every muscle with defined definition. At Naruto, he had now been wearing ripped shorts, bare feet, and without any shirt at all. That is how he trained, covered from head to toe in sweat. His hair had grown long because he couldn't care less, so he tied it in a wild ponytail behind his back. Mokuto-san, are you sure that I'm good for this? Yes. There are 10 elephants. You just have to make sure that you go and steal that watermelon within. If you're able to do that without pissing them off, you pass. Okay. And so Naruto jumped in. While the other elephants were busy, Naruto grabbed the watermelon, only for a baby elephant tusk to hit him from the back. As his eyes widened as he turned around, it was a baby elephant who was a bit angry. Naruto tapped his fingers a few times onto the watermelon, giving a small piece to it before running away with the rest. Cheeky brat. The goal was to bring the whole. Hey, I can share my piece to you. You pass, Naruto. You pass. I what? Now, it's time for you to learn the Sage Mode. But for that, you need to first master the skills I've taught you. Only when you're 18, I will teach you them. The Sage Mode of the gorillas that allows you to become one with nature and true strength of chakra. I accept. Farewell then, Naruto. Call me once you're ready to spar or if you need my help. I will. And with that, there was a huge puff of smoke as Mokuto disappeared. Naruto now looked down towards himself. His clothes were torn apart, and he obviously needed some new ones. So he went to a nearby market, and with the remaining money that he had, he bought new sets of clothes. But as he was leaving, he bumped into a few people. Sorry, I apologize, I didn't see you there. It's alright. Naruto Uzumaki-san. Naruto stopped in his tracks and looked behind, trying to identify the people that were there. They wore black cloaks with red cloud patterns on them and had slashed headbands. Who are you? Said Naruto with narrowed eyes. We are someone who are just people with a bit of information regarding each and every Jinchuriki. What do you want from me? You know what we want from you, Naruto. The only thing that you possess that is considered something worth taking. You mean the Kyuubi? Yes. Listen, buddy, I don't have the key or anything to the seal. If I had, I might have given it to you. We don't need the key to the seal, Naruto. We can just take it from you. What? What do you mean by that? As with that, someone from behind appeared and knocked him out, using a chakra strike, a precision one that knocked Naruto out. Naruto was tied up and was being taken. Naruto immediately woke up after 30 seconds to 1 minute, but kept his eyes closed because he wanted to know if there was truly a way to get rid of the Kyuubi. And if it was, then he might try it. And he wanted to know why they wanted the Bijus. Once Naruto was brought to a hideout, Naruto was placed down onto the ground as he heard a few voices speak. Two of them were the ones that belonged to the people that brought him there. That was a nice catch. The kid disappears from Konoha for a year and a half, and then we find him wandering around a nearby village. Just our luck. Yeah, just our luck. Well, when can we begin the extraction of the Kyuubi? We will. Sad that a kid has to die. I mean, looks to me that he has been training quite hard. Die. Yeah, I'm not having that. Naruto thought to himself, we need to gather the first Jinchurikis before the other Bijus. Until then we can keep him here. After all, he's nothing more than a civilian. Even if he is a bit buffed up, that doesn't mean that he can do anything. As Naruto felt a bit of tick mark growing on his forehead and a vein popping. Oh yeah? I'll show you what I can do. As Naruto had heard enough, as he got up and literally tore through the rope bindings and delivered devastating punches to the people that were there, which were quite unexpected to them. A single punch landed like a freight train, knocking them out instantly. As they blacked out, Naruto continued to beat them all down and then tied them up tightly and made sure that they weren't able to escape, because Naruto, instead of using the normal rope or anything, tied using ninja wire, which was quite hard and dense. And the way Naruto tied it, it was pretty much indestructible. As Naruto then with folded arms stood in front of them, as one after the other they begin to wake up. So, now that I'm done dealing with you, can you tell me why do you want all the 9 Bijus? How is this possible? We all could not have been beaten by a kid. He's a freaking civilian. Seems to us he's more than just jacked. Yeah, you think I made this body for show or just to scare off people? I busted my ass and trained for years to achieve this. Do we look we care, kid? Just be done with it. Be done with what? I need to know first why you want the Bijus. Not like we're gonna tell you or anything. Fine. As Naruto examined them and then did something. He placed the card down and summoned Jiraiya. Hey kid, been a while. Almost an year and a half. Not like I was counting or anything. Whoa, what the hell happened to you? Said Jiraiya, finally realizing that Naruto was different. And he was standing there with folded arms, pointing towards the people that he had tied up in front. Akatsuki, you caught them? Yeah, they kind of brought me here. I woke up in the middle of the way, hearing these fools laugh and always talk about themselves and what they were gonna do. I wanted to know why. They were scouting out the other Bijus. So the reports were true. You were aware. Of course I was aware. Everyone is, across the elemental nation, of what your organization is doing. But for what reason that we are not aware of. You captured them, kid. You will be rewarded handsomely. Yeah, I hope so, because I am kind of running out of money. You know you can come back and collect your reward from Konoha, or you can go back with them, and I summon you with this, said Naruto, showing him the card. As Jiraiya chuckled and laughed. Once they were brought back to Konoha, the TA department made sure to investigate, and something sinister was unfolded. They found out the true purpose of the plan that they were gathering the Bijus for. The Moon Eye plan, the Infinite Tsukiyomi, and the freedom of Kage Otsutsuki. When this revelation was heard and every other member was interrogated, turns out only Setsu was aware of the final part, while the others weren't. And they began to argue with one another and felt betrayed more than ever by Zetsu, because he used everyone in his path. While on the other side, Naruto's name was now popular across the whole elemental nation as to the boy who averted a great tragedy and saved a great war from happening. And he was rewarded handsomely, not by only Konoha but by the other villages as well. Naruto saw the money in the scroll and chuckled. That much, huh? Yes. You can go to any bank and let them use the scroll to extract as much money as you want. Thank you. Jiraiya, you know you can just return back. The whole elemental nation is praising you for what you have done. With your own methods. Konoha might need someone like you. No, they don't. They proved it by themselves. Twice. And I'm not someone who is going to listen to them while sitting there, belittling me and my clan. You took it too hard too much, kid. Of course I would. Anyone would with a brain up here. I guess you're right. So what's the plan now, Naruto? I still have to learn from my master, from my summon. Yeah, I never got to know what it was. As Naruto placed his palm onto the ground, and then summoned Mokoto as a huge silverback gorilla appeared. What is that? Monkey. Is this man foolish or what? He wants to die? No, that's Mokoto-san. And this is Jiraiya, my godfather. You're lucky you're his godfather, or I would have literally smashed your every bone in your body. He talks. Of course he does. Like the toads talk, he does as well. He is Mokoto-san from the silverback gorilla summoning clan. He's the one who has been training me. So, kid, why did you summon me? Because he wanted to meet you, and I think I'm ready to train. To train the Sage Mode? I told you to wait, kid, said the silverback as he punched Naruto into the head, as Naruto then said, ow! Okay, geez, I thought maybe I can start now since I kinda became a hero. You what? As after Naruto explained what he had done, Mokuto laughed. Even if you became a hero 10 times over this, I won't train you in the sage mode. You still have to be 18 and honing the skills and mastering them, what I taught you before you learn the next ones. Don't be hasty, Naruto. Everything will come when the time is right. And taking those words to heart, Naruto nodded and apologized. And with that, Makoto looked towards Jiraiya and said, "Nice to meet you, Jiraiya. And I know and heard quite a lot about toads, snakes, and slugs, the first ones to make bonds with the humans when the rest follows. I will look into your clan. You can, but we're not someone who is, well, that much attached to the, well, summoning realm as well, you see. We are quite secluded clan. And Naruto over here somehow was able to manage to summon me. And I decided to train him. What are you in your clan? What's your position? Oh, me? I'm the front warrior. Front warrior? Yes, it's a post that is given to me. And with that, Mokuto left, giving Naruto some more trainings. I need to go and speak to the toads to ask who he is. Yeah, you do that, and I'll continue training and traveling. Be careful, Naruto. As Naruto continued to travel while Konoha was disappointed that Naruto didn't return and was still pissed at them, Jiraiya went to the toads and discussed about Mokuto, the silverback gorilla who he had met, and he was in a position of the front commander. When it was revealed it was something along the lines of a warrior who can fight armies on their own, it was revealed that Naruto was in fact under the hands of someone who was great even amongst the silverback clan. And Jiraiya now knew that he both pitied Naruto as well as didn't have to worry about him that much because he was in safe hands, but also in the hands of someone who could literally wipe him out by accident. So he made sure that Naruto kept close tabs on him, and he kept close tabs on Naruto and his journey. As Naruto continues his journey as his own self, as Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze carrying no badge but his pride, aside from the Uzumaki symbol. As this is where I will be leaving the short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.